fuck are you talking about? Please. They start, let this man go home, because this is botched. He said, didn't you say, I see what appears to be the girl shooting into the car. Yes. Quote, he was shooting and she was just kicking and she crawled across the street into a ball. They said, what did Tory say as he fired the gun? This man said it was a torrent of abuse. They were saying, motherfucker this, motherfucker that. He said, but it was all of them. He said, but Tory was going crazy and he was agitated. Here go, Ken Barbie. He was going crazy. Child, he said, yeah, he was going crazy. That fit his narrative. And then they were done and they wanted a redirect. Okay. Mr. Kelly, they said you spoke with my guy on January 5th, 2021, right? And you talked to the prosecution's people in September 2021. He said, yeah. And you agreed that you spoke to police and said that my client was in the car when shots were initially fired. He said, yes. And when you saw that muzzle flash closer to Kelsey, my client was in the car. He said, yes. I'm using my client loosely, just so y'all know, but referencing Tory. They said, didn't you say that when he got out the car that he tried to get the gun from the other girl? He said, yes, that's what I said. He said, when you first heard the gun and saw the muzzle flash, that was near the woman, correct? He said, yes. He said, you said you never saw a gun, right? He said, yeah, he had something, but I just saw him like waving his hands around. And he said it was just all this fighting and yelling, and the girls was fighting, and he just got out cussing. They said, who did you see fire the first shot? The witness said, the girl. Yes. Let them hoes tell you what the fuck they want to tell you. That's what that man said. He said he initially, what? It's 3 people sitting right here. They talking about that's not what was said. You's a motherfucking lie.
What? I'm sorry.
No, you fine. No, I'm putting somebody that just got blocked. But I'm telling you exactly what was said, but you knew that already. So if you feel like you identify more with them, go over there, because I'm gonna tell you what I saw and what I wrote down. But and I want y'all to hear from other people as well, so y'all can get into what they heard. But if have I been wrong yet, you guys?
No.
Okay.
You got the same notes.
Okay. So then they do a recross. They said, this prosecution now, was your interview recorded when we did it? He said, I don't know. They said, did he tell you the interview was recorded? He said, absolutely not. They said, would that be important to you? He said, yeah, I would want to know that I was, being recorded. They said, did you say that Tory was outside of the vehicle when the shit went down? He said, yeah. He said, did you say that all of them were out of the vehicle when the shots was fired? He said, yeah. So don't they contradict his last statement where he said that Tory was in the car? That's why I'm not fooling with this. They said, when was the first time that you said it was a girl? He said, in the beginning. He said, on the 911 call, did you mention a girl? He said, no. Listen, when you spoke to Officer Diaz, did you mention a girl? He said, no. But at the time, I didn't realize I was being recorded. What significance does that bear? And for me, they were trying to establish that he didn't mention a girl until he met with the defense. So they're trying to paint a picture that you basically changed your story because you went over here to do this and talk to them. Now, they went to the bench and they said that we could go to lunch. And that is what happened, okay? So, yeah, I'm going to pass my phone, and I'm going to let them tell you how they feel about this and what they saw, okay? Okay, that's what's happening.
All right. Okay. So, hey, y'all, my name is Jasmine Jameson. I am also covering this case, and when I tell you this is what we are hearing is definitely contradicting, and it's a fact. I think before all this started, it's a fact that Megan and Kelsey got into a fist fight. Something that they both testifying on the stand saying they didn't get into no fist fight. And the fact that Megan was in the car kicking, they was pulling each other hair, they was on all this shit. And I'm gonna be real, this shit done terrified this damn man and traumatized this man. He don't know how to feel about us, okay? So when I say this man is contradicting himself, he's going back and forth, he's not remembering certain shit, but remembering certain shit. He saw a gun, did see a gun. He did say that he thought and hoped that he was seeing fireworks, not a gun. When he saw he saw the sparks from the gun, he keeps saying, I thought that it was fireworks. And of course he said, I saw the girl shoot the gun first. It was not Tory that shot the gun first, according to him. It was the girl who shot the gun first because Tory was still sitting in the car. And after
that makes me feel like I was just trying to protect my girl.
Yeah, but what happened was the man said, I saw the girl shoot the gun first, and then the guy was still in the car, but the guy got out of the car, and then of course we can all also hear on the audio, that's when the more shots rang out. But he's saying now that, I saw the guy shooting like 4 or 5 shots, and it was just going all, he was all crazy and just shooting all over the place. But that's not what he had previously said. So anywho, y'all, this is really a shit show at this moment. And we gonna just keep y'all updated. Y'all know Milagro doing the damn thing, keep y'all updated. And I'm gonna be real, she really keeping y'all updated on what the fuck is going on.
You don't trust the audio.
And so yeah, I'm gonna pass this phone. You want this?
Did you want to say something?
Oh, we got somebody else that's here too. That's
He gonna look like a girl on that filter.
Oh, okay. We gonna pass the phone and let y'all know what's really going on too. So.
What's good? That's good. My name is Marquisha. So I just wanted to say the most important thing about the case is that you have to stick to the facts. And so we're going by testimony. So if Megan and Kelsey said that they lied about the fight, that directly goes against what this whole trial is about. So if Megan and Kelsey...
Go ahead.
If Megan and Kelsey was fighting, that gives Kelsey motive to have picked up the gun.
Exactly.
And that is the biggest thing here.
What EJ said yesterday, didn't he bitch yesterday that he saw something that looked like a gun, but just
yes, EJ did say yesterday that he's seen something that looks like a gun in
he
Kelsey's
packed the
bag.
stuff on top
And
of
I
it.
think this is important to note. It was inconclusive on the gun for DNA, but on the magazine, Tory was ruled out. So that means that gun could not have been Tory's because he wasn't loading it. And if Tory didn't have that gun or have knowledge of that gun, only the person who had knowledge of that gun could have picked that gun up. And I think that's the biggest part of this. Tory could never have reached for a gun that he did not know was there. And that's all I had to say about it. How can you reach for a gun that you don't know is there? The gun was found around what we confirmed to be Kelsey's stuff from EJ. So I think these are things that white media is not covering enough.
Exactly.
All facts. Oh, y'all gonna
Go ahead,
I don't need to say nothing. All I want to say is I don't believe the audio. The audio don't sound real as heck. Because if you have people shooting a gun and they out there cussing and yelling, you will hear them cussing and yelling too in the audio. You don't hear nothing but just gunshots going off. Mm-hmm. It ain't real.
Oh wow.
I think they made that up.
Okie dokie. We're back. My titties are still big. And see, this is what's going on. So y'all go get y'all news from wherever y'all want to, and they gonna tell y'all whatever they want to. But I done told you exactly what was said in the courtroom like I've been doing. If I wanted to keep details, bitch, I wouldn't have told you shit that I felt like was damning to, particular sides. But I'm telling you everything. If Megan got jumped by the other 3, why wouldn't you acknowledge that?
Neither one of them.
Nobody acknowledged it, but why wouldn't Megan say that? Why wouldn't you come and say that? Okay, they said Megan Cunningham said something completely different. Child. And I think that the defense could have did a better job with him. But then what do you do with somebody that's contradicting them damn selves? Like what? And could they have been restraining her? Like, I don't know. He contradicted himself.
Because first he was saying that Tory was helping, then he said they
Yeah.
was all fighting. So dude, they helping.
And let me tell you why this is still a win. You can let Megan Cunningham for whoever else say what the fuck they want to say. Let me tell you why this is still a win. Because that ain't what Megan said happened. Mm-hmm. Nah, check that. That's not what Megan said happened. That's not what the fuck Kelsey said. And they said so the whole time it was Tory protecting a black woman. That's what it sounds like to me. Yeah. A bitch pulled a gun and started firing. They whole bitch. Let me just speculate. Bitch, you got me fucked. He said that they let them fight for a while. Mm-hmm. But when a gun got pulled and them shots went off, oh, bitch, what the fuck is you doing with the whoop? You gonna spring into action. You gonna stop that shit. You gonna try to separate them. Remember Kelsey said she got picked up like a rag doll? Yep. I believe that. I believe that was the violent separation that man was talking about. I believe that he probably yanked the fuck out that hoe to pick her the fuck up. Hell no, hell no, hell no. This story about the 3 of them beating on Megan, maybe the bitch is 5'11". Maybe they was trying to get her in the car. Does that make sense to y'all? Maybe he was trying to get the bitch in the car. She big. If the bitch fighting back and they got a da-da-da-da-da. They said her mom said Tory was shooting a gun. That is what the man said, but that's not all he said. Exactly. So I just need everybody to go over everything that he said. Mm-hmm. That's all. That's all. Because what he said was a girl had the gun first. Tory was still in the car when that first shot got fired and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. That's what he said. And if y'all want to pull court transcripts and run it, bitch, we can do it. Because I'm writing down everything. And I ain't stopped being thorough today. If I wanted to keep shit close to the chest, bitch, I wouldn't have told you half of what that nigga said because some of it was fucking condemning to, you know what I'm saying? So, bitch, I'm telling you everything that happened just like I have every other day. So, this is still a dub. because at the end of the day, that's not what you said happened. You said that somebody shot you with the intent to shoot you. That's what you said happened. That's not what's being described. So court is about not what you know, but what you can prove. And what have they proven? That is the question I'll leave you with. And the answer is what this young lady just said. Nothing. There is too much reasonable fucking doubt for this to be something that stands.
Everyone thinks this is a case of public opinion, but
It's not.
It's an actual court case. So
It's
it
not.
doesn't matter what's being reported on the shade room.
It's not. And if the first gunshots, as he said, came from Kelsey, maybe her hand was still on the trigger while he was trying to get it away from her.
Because remember, he said the guy got out the car and trying to, it basically intervene with Kelsey.
Right. Somebody said, damn, so Tory did shoot her? You're not listening.
They ain't heard nothing.
The man said that Tory was shooting all over everyone, but he also said that Kelsey shot first. How did Tory shoot 4 or 5 shots when it was only 5 shots fired if Kelsey shot first? And we heard pop, 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 pause, pop, pop. What I'm surmising is pop, pop, pop is Kelsey. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Pop, pop, pop. Bitch, what you doing? Pause. Try to get it real quick. And the gun go off 2 more times and missed him trying to get it.
Yep. And they damn, it was like this. Remember the defense came and said, what if he
Right. What if he, and they did ask the expert, if he went over there and had tried to get it from her, could that be why there was gunshot residue?
Yes.
Yeah. So, babe, this wasn't no slam dunk for the damn prosecution. I do think that the defense could have done a better job in the line of question, just to outline, certain things and just make it clear, because this witness was all over the place. The prosecution even said, I'm trying to get a foundation with you, and I'm trying, because you said this, but then you said this. So y'all are going to leave with what you want to. I told you what it was, and that's just that, baby. So talk to y'all later. Tell y'all what happens after this.